Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma has appointed Innocent Ikpameze as General Manager of Owerri Capital Development Authority. Ikpameze was one of 4 persons arrested and paraded by the police in Abuja for electoral fraud in 2018. Uzodinma made the appointment after a controversial judgment by the Supreme Court brought him into office as Governor of Imo State on January 14, 2020. Findings by Sahara reporters revealed that Ikpameze is a hardened political criminal who has been working for Uzodinma and the All Progressives Congress for a long time to disrupt elections in their favor. He had been working for Uzodinma since he was a senator. Innocent Ikpameze was paraded in 2015 by the police for criminal conspiracy, forgery, stealing and unlawful possession of electoral materials meant for the aborted APC World Congress in Imo. Recall that in 2018, the APC held a nationwide World Congress that was marred by violence and bloodshed. Imo State could not hold the exercise as thugs invaded the party secretariat, disrupting the Congress and carting away election materials. Imo State Governor at the time, Rocha Sokorocha, accused Uzodinma and some party leaders of sponsoring the thugs to disrupt the exercise. Weeks later, the police arrested Ikpameze alongside 3 others for masterminding the disruption of the World Congress in Imo. Former spokesperson for the Nigeria Police Force, G0Vong, while parading the 4, Ikpameze, Lawrence, Achibong, Kelechi Afone, and Joseph Martins before the media, said he stole and hijacked some electoral materials due for ward elections in Imo State. Wow. Ikpameze, 3 others arrested and paraded by the police in Abuja for electoral fraud in 2018. He revealed that Ikpameze was then the special advisor on electoral matters to Uzodinma. The SPPRO said electoral materials were recovered from Ikpameze, which he claimed were given to him by Ike Njoku, zonal coordinator of Owerri municipality, on behalf of Uzodinma. Ikpameze was one of 4 persons arrested and paraded by the police then. Moshood went on to say that the 4 suspects would be charged to court for criminal conspiracy, stealing and unlawful possession of APC ward electoral materials. However, after the public display of the suspects, nothing was heard of the matter again. Ikpameze and the 3 others were secretly released while he continued carrying out dirty jobs for Uzodinma and APC in Imo. His latest appointment as a GM of OCDA by Governor Uzodinma is in the word of his illustrious service to the Imo man. I'm just saying, these things, all these things, are just these kind of things are the ones, things that just happening. They have no abnormalities. When you talk about, say, our leaders, all these kind of things are associated with them. Is it fraud? Is it stealing? Is it corruption? They are associated with them. And at the end of the day, they will be chasing innocent people. They will be chasing some people who really want to, even maybe out of a survivor, for a personal survivor and their family survivor, just like the man that was making excuses for this Boko people, Major General Bamidele Shafa. Those who are on the street, even looking for survivor on how to survive and make put food on the table, or food for their families as well. These politicians or the government or the security people will be going after them. But these are the same people they're always looking at. Because if you see all these politicians, just check what they are doing, the job they are doing, if it's really for them to be compensated with what they are being paid. If it is related to what they are even being paid, they are just there. The whole thing is just confusing and disturbing and hurting. You see people who are struggling, who are trying to make ends meet legitimately, yet they cannot feed themselves, yet they cannot get a decent job. But you see all these people parading themselves as politicians, because that is what majority of them do. That is what they do. They have all these people that do these dirty jobs for them. And you see and you hear, you are going to be hearing people making excuses for them. These records are in the public domain. These records are in public domain. That is what majority of them do. Majority of them, most of our politicians, that is just what they do. When the unqualified are ruling the qualified, what do you get? What do you expect? And you want progress? You want progress? There was a time too we learned that some of the boys working for Saraki too, up till now, we don't even know how the whole thing went. Before you know, some people will be making excuses for them. Oh, all the politicians are, they do it and this and that. Oh, he did not send them to go and rob, because those are the people that we don't know the kind of job they do. But of course, some of them, maybe when they are not occupied doing anything, they will enter town and be causing problem all over the place. And that was the case of those boys working for Saraki, because some people are making excuses. Oh, he did not send them to go into robbery when a offer incident happened. Then you can imagine, up till now we don't even know the end of the story. The same thing happened to this man that Uzodinma just appointed. The case happened, or the incident happened then, but all of a sudden you will not hear anything again. You will not hear anything. They will sweep everything under the carpet after the media trial, after the parade, and see all of them after the interview. You will not hear anything. It will end there. And that is why these people are always getting confidence. They will say, don't worry, even if they get you arrested, we will know how to get you out. This is not issue of making things up, because people recognize this guy, and the whole case, the whole thing is in the public domain for people to see. It's not as if people are making it up. All of a sudden, the reason why people are remembering, or is coming to our notice again, is coming to the front line, is that the man has decided to employ or appoint this particular person. So everybody now remember, oh, this is the guy, or this is one of the guys that were arrested that time. You know, what is happening? What is he doing in government house? Some people are making excuses now that he was just paraded. He was just this. He was just that. Just like that. They will just see somebody on the road and they will just arrest you, and you begin to confess when you are not a ballot, a snatcher. They will just arrest you and you start confessing. We know the ones that are being implicated. We know the ones that are really, into this. The majority of them confess to this crime. But at the end of the day, you are not going to hear anything. Just the same thing we are experiencing with this Esme. Some people will tell you that they've arrested them. So you are going to make excuse that, they just paraded them and they were not charged to court. So therefore, nothing happened. The same people will still be complaining. It's unfortunate. Let's hear what people are saying. Someone says, is God sent, that Hope Uzodinma is God sent by Mbaka to rebuild Imo State. The person is just trying to say, with this kind of atrocity, with this kind of abnormality, and, trying to refer to the prophecy of Mbaka, that Uzodinma is the one that will give hope to the Imo people. And this person is now saying, this Uzodinma, yes, according to Mbaka, is a God sent to rebuild Imo State. Someone says, Supreme Court have ruined Imo State. 1 step forward and 10 steps backward into the abyss. God help Imolites. Through this appointment, he will become a better person. You always get substandard when the standard is being compromised. Remember, the appointment has not finished. He will soon appoint that will break Imolite. He will soon appoint that will break Imolite's heart, just as his Ogaru Charles Hausa did. Una never sees something because Agberu is on the seat. Someone says, don't worry, the so-called governor himself is a fraud. Someone said, I had expected the writer to gather his facts very well before writing and calling one who was wrongly paraded by Nigerian police as criminal. I vividly remember that APC, through their press conference, then told the world that they were not looking for any of their materials, that what police claimed to have gotten from them wasn't APC property, and as such, police had no other choice than to release them. It is high time people started pressing charges on police for wrong accusation and character assassination. So if really that happened, then why did they not press charge? Of course, well, I don't understand what this person is saying. What do you expect them to say? Because if the person had already made that kind of confession, oh, this person gave me this person gave me this, So cover everything up. They will tell you, I don't know whether this person is in this country. The way things work in this country, the more you see, how do they even say it? The more you look, the less you see. In this country, you will be seeing black. They will tell you this is white. You will be asking yourself whether you are the one who is insane or you are blind. Something is black. They will tell you is white. That is the situation of this country. The more you look, the less you see. So because they came out and said this and this and this and this and that, when the person had already confessed that this person, so person gave you this material, and now they are coming out to tell you that they are not, their things are not missing, their electoral materials were not missing. Just the same way some people will tell you, oh, they saw bullion vine so place. They will ask you whether your father's money is missing. You can imagine how people can make excuses for other people. Let them continue. God would never forgive Supreme Court officials. The fact that police paraded him doesn't mean he's a criminal. Once the court of competent jurisdiction hasn't declared him a criminal, in the time past, police have paraded many innocent citizens as common criminals, and some losing their lives in the process. My personal opinion, according to what this person is saying, Zion Mustafa, that's what he said. So guys, I don't know what you think. This is a news reaching us that one paraded person who snatched ballots or electoral material found on him then and some other people is the one Uzodinma has appointed as giving appointments, so to speak. And people are saying, why must it be so? This particular person will remember a certain time when he was paraded, but some people are saying no, parading him is not an excuse, because a court of a competent jurisdiction has not proclaimed him guilty. So what do you think? Let's hear from you, gurus in the house. Leave your comment below and let's have your take.